entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hokies will kick it away to start. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Notre Dame's offense will be first on the attack. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off at defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So Virginia Tech's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Hokies will hustle to the line.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat, and it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time on target. There he goes. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jamison. That one takes him down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Off the play fake on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Finds his man in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Quickly to the tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Time to take a shot. Finds a spot in the middle. Hits the crease. At the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Pulls it in. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Complete in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stand.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finds this big tight end. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Smashes through the tackle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking downfield on 1st down. They're setting up the screen.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations. When you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field, they didn't have it set up that time.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Works the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Makes a connection. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see those, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And there he goes. They will get him. It's a touchdown. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Used the play fake, now to throw. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it! Touch! Virginia Tech! They take the lead with the 6. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive fit.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
On the move from inside his 5. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy mission.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. New set of downs after the completion.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Trying play action. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing, even when he's cut.
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here comes the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Was to pass. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
That's a really good play by the defense, playing deep to shallow. My job is to stay as deep as the deepest. Make sure I don't get beat deep. When they throw it underneath, I go make a tackle and rally, but I can't give up those deep shots. Great job by the DB.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down will open up the final period. Handoff from the shotgun. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. The Hokies want to move quickly. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under fire. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Past the 1st down mark after and still running. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Working that left side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the... Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Pocket breaking down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They've got the screen set up. Not much doing there, just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. That's it, 5. He's got an open man. Can't waste any precious seconds as they try to get deeper into field goal range. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride.